I know I look a little bit crazy right now, and it's because I am. Moving on. I realized that recently I've been driving past places that I've struggled in, and I don't even actively realize I'm driving past these places until I literally pass them. For example, today I really wanted some pancakes, so I went to a restaurant where I used to get pancakes from a few years ago. And as I'm on my way to the restaurant, I realized that I'm passing this place where I used to stay when I was going through homelessness. It's an Airbnb, but it's like in an apartment building. And I was like, wow, I did not know that this apartment building was so close to the restaurant. And that's because when I was, experiencing homelessness and staying in this apartment Airbnb, I could not afford pancakes. I couldn't afford to go to any restaurant back then, if I'm being very honest with you. But as I'm passing this Airbnb that I used to stay in, I was just thinking to myself, like, wow, if only my past self knew that years later, I would be driving by on my way to, go get pancakes in a new car that I had manifested and was actively, trying to manifest and think positive thoughts about back then when I was experiencing homelessness. And that got me thinking about time because, as we know, like, time is another dimension of its own. It doesn't really exist in the way that we, think it exists. We experience time linear, but what time actually is, who knows? But back then, when I was staying in that specific apartment building, I remember, having a lot of conflicting feelings all at once. Like, I was so anxious, so worried about what was coming next, like how I was going to make things work out for me. But I also had this, calm feeling like, I trust everything is going to be okay. I just got to keep keeping on. I got to keep holding on. And I wonder now, like, if that, feeling of me just knowing everything was going to be okay is connected to me, like, feeling my future self literally driving past that apartment building, literally being okay in a better situation. Does that make sense? Because, there are theories that the past, present, and future, it's all happening once at the same time. So that just makes me think, like, was myself today, sending beams of encouragement to my past self who was in that Airbnb losing her shit, but at the same time being calm. I don't know. I just think it's really interesting.